The next question from Lisa Carter, first to Sam Graves.
We've all been cringing the last couple of months when you pull up to the gas pump and fill up, and it's getting higher and higher. Thankfully, the last couple of weeks it's coming down. But overall, what is the solution, as best you can explain it, to America's energy crisis?
And it's not only the gas pump, too. It's also our heating bills and cooling bills, and it's all energy. And my approach is an all-of-the-above policy. We have to increase our oil production. We have to drill in new places like Anwar and off the Outer Continental Shelf and in the shale regions, which are 100% off limits right now. We have more oil in those areas in the Dakotas and Wyoming and Colorado than all of Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran combined. We have to increase that production. We also have to have coal power. We have to have nuclear power. We have to have solar power, wind power. We have to have alternative fuels. These are fuels that wean ourselves off of our dependence on foreign oil. All of those things are going to work to make us dependent on ourselves, American energy, American jobs, and reduce that dependence. My opponent's going to talk to you about raising taxes on oil companies. Folks, I'll just put it to you. Do you think for 1 second that the oil companies aren't going to pass that on to you and me at the pump? Do you think for 1 second when their taxes go up, it's not going to just turn into an increase at the gas pump? No. And there also, you hear a lot of talk about, well, I think we ought to drill where we already have leases. Well, let's talk about that. In February, there were 487 leases that were let, brand new oil and gas leases. The day after those were let by the administration, there was a lawsuit filed by the League of Conservation Voters and the Sierra Club, both of which are heavily involved and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my opponent's campaign the day after they filed suit against every single one. Stopped them dead in their tracks.
Kay Barnes.
Well, I'm fascinated that I've received hundreds of thousands of dollars from those organizations. The checks must still be in the mail. There is a fallacy in what Sam is saying about if the benefits are taken away from the big oil companies, that our gas prices will increase. I'm sorry, but for the last several years, with those benefits, look what has happened. Our gas prices have increased. So there's no logic to that argument. What we need in this country is a comprehensive energy plan that includes all of the options. And certainly a key part of that must be, in overall energy concerns, wind power. It is such an important part of the future of Northwest Missouri. The position we have in this country as far as the rolling hills and the way the winds come across the plains, we are ideally suited. We see some great examples already. And my opponent has voted 7 times against the production tax credits for wind power. That is doing a great disservice to Northwest Missouri. We need that for job creation and for economic development in our future.
45-second rebuttal. Sam Graves.
Yeah, 2 things, folks. You and I both know what's going to happen if you increase taxes on companies like oil companies. Your gas is going up. Wind power. You know, I have voted 5 times in favor of extending the wind tax credit. What I have voted against is the new proposals by my opponent's best friend, Speaker Pelosi, that adds all the earmarks in there. Lexus hybrid police cars for Beverly Hills. Hybrid snowmobiles for Aspen. You're darn right I'm going to vote against it. Bring us a clean bill, and I'll vote for it. I guess what my opponent is telling you, that she wants to use your tax dollars to buy new Lexus hybrid police cars in Beverly Hills, and I don't think that's right.
I have the next question, and for the past few days we have been soliciting questions from our viewers at Channel 9 who have gone to our website, KMBC.com. In fact, this debate, as I think many of you in the audience know, is being streamed live on our website right now. And there are quite a few people who, are like this woman. As a registered voter, I'm frustrated by all the negative nonsense, as she calls it, and the millions of dollars wasted on campaign advertising. It is obvious and understood that opponents will disagree on issues and how they should be handled. I'm not interested in who can insult who or how cute or funny they think they are while doing so. First to Kay Barnes, then to Sam Graves. As far as the negative television commercials that have been run in this campaign, are you proud of those spots?
It's important that people understand what Sam Graves' record is in Congress. This election, to a great extent, is about that record, in understanding where we were 8 years ago and where we are now in this country. It's a very serious topic. I certainly have made every effort to stay serious and to not do some of the things that my opponent is already doing, but of course we anticipated that. What is important is what happens in this country for our future, our children, our grandchildren. For example, the 8 million children in this country who do not have health insurance. And one of the reasons they don't have it is because Sam Graves has consistently voted against it. Now, he will tell you that his reason is this or that, but Senators Bond and Grassley and Roberts in his own party have discredited every single reason he has given. So I will say to you that, yes, this is a serious election. And no, I don't like a lot of what I see on television. But my role in this election is to talk about Sam Graves' record and why I believe I can be a more effective representative for all the people of the 6th Congressional District.
Sam Graves, when it comes to the negative spots that your campaign has run, are you proud of those spots?
Well, and let's just take my opponent's words. She just said it. Did you hear? Her role in this campaign is to talk about my record. You didn't hear a thing about her record, and you haven't today. She's been in politics for 34 years, since I was in the 4th grade. She has been on the TIF Commission, she's been on the Jackson County Legislature, the City Council, and as mayor. Have you seen one single positive ad or one single thing she has talked about in an ad about her record? One single thing. 34 years of political experience. One single thing, folks. I'll just put it out to you, and we'll just take her words at what they are. You won't hear anything. Check the opening statements we just had here a few minutes ago and what she is saying today. How does she start every single response? So I'll let you be the determining factor. I'll let you decide that, because the words speak for themselves. I don't have to do it. My opponent does it for me.